Hey y'all, it is Saturday afternoon and I just dropped Terry and Mariah off. Now Terry has broached this subject with me before, but today he seemed especially serious about it. Well, first of all, he said, I want to know what you would do. He's got all these problems. His memory, it's just not, excuse me, like it used to be. He says he can't really control his legs all the time. And it may have something to do with his hips. What else did he say? Oh, his throat. He just talks like this a lot. His voice, he can start out talking with a normal projection, but then it just gets lower and lower, and you can't hear him. I mean, I can't hear him. And so anyway, I said, Terry, it sounds like to me, now he's not been happy with this doctor. He said the only thing she wants to do is write me out a prescription. So we're sitting there, and I'm just kind of thinking, you know, what am I going to tell him? What would I want to do? And I said, well, Terry, if it was me, number one, you're not very happy with your doctor, and you haven't been. So I believe I might change doctors. He goes, I think what I need is one of those geriatric doctors. Bam! I said, you are correct. That's exactly what you need, is a doctor who specializes in old people. So, I think that's what he's going to do. But then he had something else. He kind of has always, since I've known him, been worried about what would happen to Mariah if something happened to him. I've always told him, I said, Terry, you know that I would take her, but I would find her a good home. There's no way I could have 2 dogs. And even if I didn't have Miss Hazel, I just don't feel that bond with Mariah. She's adorable. Now, I didn't tell him that. I don't want to hurt his feelings, but I don't. I don't have that bond with her. And so he wanted to talk about that. And I said, well, Terry, you know, you have to write that down somewhere. Put it on your refrigerator. Give me a copy of it. And if anything were to happen, then I would get her and I would take care of her until I could find her a really good home. Now, y'all, she is the sweetest little dog. There's 2 issues that Mariah has. One of them, she does bark, but she does not bark. Mommy's going to take you over here on the grass for a little bit, baby. And she does not bark like Hazel used to bark. Now, I mean, Hazel was a barker. No, let me see. No parking, street sweeping, anytime end. Okay, so I think there's enough space for us, Hazel, to park right here. We're at the end. Anyway, so there's that. But when they're at my house, she starts barking because Steph takes Maverick out, or when Leo would be, hammering on something, she would start barking. But I just look at her. I give her the evil eye, and she gets quiet. Or I'll go, eh, and she just backs up. Of course, she always does get that last little word in. That last little thing. The other thing, come here, baby girl. The other thing about, come here. Yeah, we're going to go get out on the grass. The other thing about Miss Mariah is that she is a runner. If she ever gets out the gate or off the leash, she's gone. She is gone. You can't call her. There's nothing you can do except pray she doesn't get hit by a car and that somebody picks her up and takes her to the Humane Society so you can find her. So those are the two issues. Other than that, she's the sweetest, mild-mannered little dog. I mean, she's just a good, sweet little dog. I'm sorry, I know you don't like your foot messed with. So today he goes, I'm going to get her a litter box. He lives on the top, not the top floor, but the second floor. And he just can't always take her out. So anyway, the sun is on us, and I don't want Miss Hazel to get too hot. So I'll continue this. Talk to you later. Bye now. Hey, y'all. These, let me see if I can pick one up. They're very, can you see? Well, I don't know. They're, they came off of, there's one that hasn't made anything yet. And they came off of this tree. I like that bark. Now, I have no idea what kind of tree that is, but I'm going to take these little things home, and I'm going to see if I can get one to grow. I know, you guys are laughing. You're laughing. Come on, Hazel. Let's go down here and get a picture of the sign. She's not a good walker. She's a good circle girl. So, the creek really needs to be cleaned out. Really, really needs to be cleaned out. Come on, little girl. I don't want you getting in that bird poopy. Okay. Come on. There we are. Creekwood Villa Apartments, 3020. Agapanthus. These are really beautiful. Usually agapanthus, I don't know, maybe it's just where I've seen them before. They haven't looked that wonderful. I'm not crazy about these plants, but they like shade. I can't think of what the name of them is. Hazel, what's the name of those plants? Begonias? No, I don't know what they are. But anyway, I showed y'all a picture of this property before, and it really is beautiful. Now, this is the new way to wear your puppy bags. Now, one of y'all that's really smart, finish out that idea, get a patent on it, and let's make some money. I mean, come on. Don't you think ladies would wear pretty flip-flops with their little doggy bags? I know I'm doing it. I've only got so many hands. Okay, y'all. I just wanted to show you that, and we'll see if I can get those seeds to grow. Talk to you later. Bye now. Okay, part 2 of Mariah. So, I hope this does not happen, but if it did, of course, I would take Mariah. Now, I don't know, what management, I don't know about that. I just have to deal with that when I have to deal with it. But I would definitely look for someone or some people that would give her the same kind of home that she's had. Only maybe a little better. Terry cannot walk her very far at all. I have a fuzz. A yard with a secure fence would be amazing for Miss Mariah. She loves poking around out in my yard. And, I have to be careful because sometimes she leaves me a present. I usually look around after she's been there. He's had her, he said, for 9 years, and he got her when she was about 5 months old. She's overweight, and she does nothing for exercise, and she sits in Terry's lap all the time, and she sleeps with him. Most of us who have little dogs, some of us with big dogs, they sleep with us. Hazel doesn't sleep with me because she rolls off the bed. But I would make sure that, some shade, Miss Hazel. Some shade. I would make sure that she got an awesome home. And, I'm not above going to say Mary Smith wanted Mariah. And I went to her home and I checked out her house and her yard and, asked her for a couple of references. And then I would not hesitate to speak with a couple of her neighbors. You just can't be too careful, y'all. Finding a baby a good home is not always easy. The couple of times that I've had to rehome one of my babies, I really lucked out. Really got so blessed. In Miss Hazel's younger days, you couldn't have found her a new home. Some of y'all might remember her nickname is Cujo. Yeah, she really was. I mean, she wasn't nice to anybody. My granddad, she did love my granddad. But she got used to Terry after a couple of years. So that's a heavy responsibility right there to do that. To say that you would be responsible to find somebody's baby that they love with all their heart. Terry said he just could not do without her. And you know, we say that, but many, many, many of us have had to do it. But I don't know. Terry he is so attached to Mariah. But anyway, he had those things he wanted to talk about, and we were going to go and eat at the Sonic, which is a little town over in Vista. It's like, I don't know, 8 or 10 miles, something like that. But anyway, Miss Hazel wasn't having it. We didn't even get started. So we went to the house, and I fixed some grilled cheese sandwiches. Terry loves them, with sharp cheddar, and he was very happy. I had nothing sweet. No cookies, brownies, cake, nothing, which is good for Terry. I had a bagel with butter and sugar and cinnamon. But have any of y'all ever had that before, where you had to find a home for a relative's baby or a friend's baby? Or, you know, it is a lot of responsibility. And then I'd be so worried that I made the right choice. Did I make the right decision? Is she being really looked after? Which I would check on her, of course. But anyway, let me know, y'all, if you, little lowrider, if you've ever had that experience before. Come here, baby. You know that corner goes nowhere. Okay, y'all, I got to get this girl back home and sit outside, but she sure does love this grass over here. Oh, look, y'all. Let me flip you. See, this is what oh, shoot. They're kind of little. Can y'all see the little ducks? They're so cute. And there's some more right there. Aww. They're so cute. It makes, when you see little critters like this, it makes living in the city a little easier. Love y'all. Do something fun, and please be safe. Bye now.